Good Sunday morning to you, ladies and gentlemen. This is Rusty 78609, alive and in color from Capitan, New Mexico, and it's 60 degrees. The thing says it's 66, but that's not correct. But anyway, it's 60 degrees here in Capitan with a high of about 88, which is comfortable still. If the humidity is so low here that 88 degrees in the shade feels like 70 in Texas. But be that as it may, today is the first day of the rest of your life. Make it a good one. It's the day after yesterday, day before tomorrow, right now, just right on by. Can you believe it's June the 12th, 2022 already? What do you think about that? Uh, Hey, Google, tell us a bear joke.
Why don't polar bears get married? They all have cold feet.
Mm, Little weak, little weak. Here's the positive energy button if it works.
Every day, in every way, you are becoming better and better.
Yeah, I know that. I didn't think you knew it though. But anyway, today is what? Uh, Been living in an RV a long time. Looks like I'll be living here a lot longer. No, the tiny home thing kind of went away, and that's life. And now we're into a new chapter, which will be. I had Forrest, the young man from Ruidoso. Well, they live in Alto now, actually, New Mexico. Come by and give me a quote on trimming some trees here, making the lot look a little nicer. So I'm gonna spend a little money fixing the place up a little bit. I may do. To get me a little cover, not a cover, but one of those fold-in shade things for the patio, like vendors use when they're at the arts and crafts shows. I may get one of those just to set out in the patio area when it's sunny and hot and whatever, and use that because I do like to sit outside and read sometimes. It's very peaceful. And so trim trees, get that. And as far as the fence, it does need some work, but that's a very expensive item, and so we may have to go with that. As far as fixing up anything else, I don't think so. But yeah, we'll just kind of, and then as far as taking trips, I checked on yesterday. I called Bureau of Land Management, Wild Rivers, uh, near Cuesta, New Mexico, north of Taos, New Mexico. Really a neat place, and it's really inexpensive. I think it's like $350 a day for me because I pay half price, and but the guy I talked to, he said they had 10 openings, and I said, well, how are the no seums? He said they're really bad. Yeah, well, at least he's honest because yeah, those things that's worse than a full park. Yeah, I'd really because those things will really bug you, man. They bite you all. They're little biting gnats. They call them cedar gnats or whatever. But anyway, so that eliminated that deal. But we'll do something. But anyway, do some comments, Rusty. Okay. Anyway, Mr. C, keep on trucking. I'm trucking, baby. This is the Steaming Bean. He says the image of your landlord and the dress will remain alive in my mind for some time. You said the guy was somewhat famous, and I'm thinking maybe he was a former football player or wrestler. No, actually, he was a musician for. He wasn't a singer, but he played in a band for a very famous uh, singer. Yeah, no, he traveled all over the world, man, until he was in that auto accident. They even wrote a song about him and dedicated it to him. Yeah. Anyway, Bill Bird song, rent that place in Fort Clark Springs to yourself and look at all the money you'd be making. Yeah, rent it to myself. Okay, thank you, Bill. Back on the meds, boy. Terry Lawrence says you might want to check out trailer costs just large enough for the Spark instead of the Dolly. The advantage is that you can back up and have other uses. P.S. Get the long tongue for motorhomes. They will also sell better when the time comes. Yeah, that's an idea. Uh, Certainly. The only downside of that using that type of trailer is if you go into a campground and you have to unhook, you say you get a back end spot, that would make it, you'd have to put it somewhere. I don't know. It may work. I'll check into it. I don't know what they cost, but I will check. Thank you. Good idea, Terry. I like that thinking out of the box. Bart Simpson, Could you sell your Class C for more than 60,000? I think so. That would be enough to pay for your new home. Happy trails to you. Yeah, it would be. But right now the world is in kind of a state of what I call a flux, and I like the idea of having the Class C. I mean, and we've got some droughts going on. In fact, I just got an email from a viewer subscriber that they've canceled the annual jet ski races there in Llano on the Llano River because of a severe drought. It's drier than it's been in 128 years in Llano, Texas, and that's where I was going to build a home there on, I can't remember the name of the street now, but yeah, but the builder never would do it. And anyway, but I did sell the lot and made a nice profit. So yeah, and water scarcity in the areas that I like to go is not unusual. I like high desert, duh. I mean, by definition, a desert receives less than 9 inches of rainfall a year, so they're not going to have a lot of water, right? Anyway, Ralph P. Well, cost of everything has inflated. You will do you and move forward. The old stinking goat is along for the ride. Yeah, this is the two-eared goat this morning. This is the pretty one with 2 ears, giving you a goat kiss. Yeah, thank you, Ralph. Yeah, we're good, man. I mean, everything's okay. I mean, hell, I like living in the RV. I mean, let's face facts. I've been doing it for, I don't know, I say 28 years. It seems like it's maybe longer than that. Anyway, Zaytuni J. Cotterill says that's expensive. They know you're famous. Well, I doubt that. I don't think they know anything about me. HWM Liberty. I really like Brackettville with that natural spring nearby. If we all go back to Pioneer Day living for whatever reason, that spring would come in handy. Plus, the walking trails are cool. The Class C cover is good. The end of the block house is good. No, it's true. It's a good place to go in the winter. So, as far as selling it, I'm kind of 50-50 on that. It doesn't matter. Travel Hawk on the tiny home costs is it's inflation at work. $60K will seem like a bargain 2 years from now. I'd say suck it up and pay them to have it done. Well, that I thought about it yesterday. I did. I thought, hell, just go ahead and bite the bullet and get it done, and then sell the RV, and you'd be flush with cash again. And but and I'm just lazy, I guess. I just don't want to go to all that trouble anyway. Susie Hayden says, why not do what Kevin the camper van Kevin did? Buy a pre-built shed like you looked at back some time ago and have someone finish it out for you. Surely that would not up to 60,000. That's the downside of that here is you can put a storage building on your lot to use for storage. But as far as living in one, there are some city codes that pretty much prevent it. Now, I'm going to double check on that because I can get a 16 by 20 storage building delivered here with, I don't know, 3 or 4 windows for $16,000. They'll deliver it and set it up on my lot on blocks for $16,200. And, and then to finish it out on the inside for like I would want it, $4,000 max. Of course, I'd have to insulate it a little bit and do some other things. But even with that, it would be under 20,000, I would think, or 25. But we'll see. I mean, believe me, that's on my mind too. Susie Hayden, already read that. Thank you. Yes, it's put in a concrete slab and a metal cover like you had in Texas. Yeah, I thought about that too, but those things have gone so high in price that to get one like I would like to get a 24 by 30 metal cover. Well, a 24 by 30 metal cover will cost you about anywhere from 12 to 20,000 depending on what type you get. So no, and that's just a cover with no slab. Anyway, Tom Twinspear in Maryland says, made it to Canada, gas $2.15 a liter. That's about $8 a gallon. 3.8 liters to a gallon. Yeah. Sanctions on Russia, cooking oil up 10 cents, sugar up 10 cents, gas. Now, who's screwing who. No, I hear you. The sanctions. They're really hurting. The Russians don't care. Hell, believe it or not, the Russians don't really care because it runs the price of oil through the ceiling. They sell it. I think they're the fourth largest oil producer in the world. So hell, they're making enough to pay for their war, thanks to our sanctions. Will Hunt, prices are all over the place lately. My brother got a new roof price, $20,000 over original bid. They doubled the price. Man. Hell, I hear you, man. I feel your pain. K. Bob Hope, time to go back to Home Depot and get a shed. Yeah, well, the thing of it is, see, I've got a brand new motorhome. It's a 2021. I've only had it about 2 years, not quite. And so I could live in this thing for another 15 or 20 years comfortably. I may have to replace the water heater or the refrigerator, the air conditioner, and some other things, but that's chump change compared to building. And besides that, it's mobile. And I can stay here in Capitan. If you leave and come back, you just extended your 6-month period. So if I wanted to, I could stay here year round pretty much. Leave for a few weeks, go somewhere, and then come back. And I'm good. I could do that forever. And I know that. Debbie, this has been your dream for years. Once your Texas property sells, you could put that towards the cost of it. Things are only going to get more expensive. Now is the time to achieve what you've been wanting. Just my 2 cents worth. No, I appreciate your input, Debbie, but we'll see. I mean, the reason it's hard for me to build, or I'm not really into it, is I'm quite comfortable here in this motorhome. You know what I mean? I've got that little quiet 5,000 BTU air conditioner in the front there, and it cools this place just fine. And my utility bill just went down $20 a month, which puts it at, with the availability fee is $40 a month, and my usage was $40 a month on the latest bill. The previous bill, it was over $100. And so, yeah, so we've got the electric bill in line, and but it's okay. Everything's going to work out. Ronnie, Lynn, Holly, PhD, shocking that you won't be building. Next plan, live in this, no change. Do nothing. Bruce Summer, do you have snakes around there? If we do, I don't see them. I mean, we've got a lot of cats, probably keeps them away. This is Nanoc O'Focolo. No way for 60K. Geez. No, I felt the same way. I thought it was about $20,000 high. Maroc, what was that, Kathy, in the high top van you were following? No. Kathy's gone on west into Arizona. James Sams, hello, Goat Man. If you need, say, 20,000 more to build your house, get a loan, build house, sell Class C, pay off loan, and have money in the bank. That said, if you can sell your gas hog now. I talked to 2 different campgrounds this week, and I was told they were getting cancellation because of the price of fuel. Yeah, they are, but it's only in a few places. Like I called a couple of places in Arizona, northern and northeast Arizona, near the New Mexico border, and they're both full. They don't have anything available till October. For the monthlies, Uber Girl Barbara, I think your tiny home idea is a good one. Is good. You just need to continually evaluate your situation and goals in the short and long term. Yeah, I agree. After building a tiny home, what then? Sell it? Probably. There seems to be something missing here. Well, there is, Uber Girl Barbara. What you're trying to do is understand me. For me, I've had 2 divorces and have an understanding that there is something missing in me on purpose. Well, whatever it is, Uber, it's your deal, and I do me. Thank you for your comment. Jill Jackson, just keep doing your normal annual YouTube piddling routine between Texas and New Mexico, back and forth with your meaningless tasks. LOL. They're not meaningless to me, Jill. Thank you for your smart ass comment. Go somewhere nice and treat yourself to a trip of a lifetime instead of putting around that dry wasteland year after year. It's a funny thing. People cannot see things from your perspective. To me, this is not a dry wasteland. To me, it's really pretty country, see? So it's just difference in strokes, Jill. Chill out. Lighten up, girl. Terry Underwood, it was 104 in Lando today, supposed to be hotter tomorrow. Yeah, and you got a severe 128-year drought there. I mean, it's drier than it's been in 128 years, what they say. RV living with the geezer. Rusty, I really like your videos around Capitan. You're comfortable there and can walk anywhere you need to go. No need to take off traveling during these crazy times. Good luck. Yeah, check out RV Living with the Geezer's channel on YouTube. Yeah, no, that's a good point. I mean, I'm comfortable here. I don't need to go anywhere, and I may not. You know, I mean, life is good. If my quality of life is good, then why do anything? That's a good point. Uh, Al, I don't know. He's got a $5 thing. What is that? It's a green $5. Says thanks. Well, thank you, Al. I don't know. I guess you can donate $5 to my channel or something. It's got a green circle and it says $5. Well, if you did $5, thank you, Al. Adam Pecor, P-E-C-O-R-E. Building's probably 60K now. Thanks, Biden. That's on the tiny Home Depot. I don't know what it is delivered and set up. It was 16,000. Chris Lamb, why do I do that? Just the kind of guy I am. LOL. I like your style, Rusty. Well, it is. That's just I am just me. I'm not anyone else, and that's good for me. It makes it easy, doesn't it? All I got to do is do me, huh? Carol McKibben, Rusty. This was a very enjoyable video on the Beer 30. Your life stories are so interesting and you are so great to listen to. We are all the results of the lives we have lived and the choices that we made. Enjoy your life one day at a time, like you say. Yeah, it is. It's hard to keep that in mind because we're always trying to live in the future, and that's very, very, very frustrating and distressing because you're kind of, I don't know. It's okay to have a plan, but don't go nuts. Anyway, this is on the tiny home. Says this is Pete. Says that was very all over that interest a few years ago. That was only $4,300. I don't know. It may have been. I doubt it. We'll do 3 more here, or 4 more. We'll shut it down. Derek Bridges, Rusty, y'all's ever watch Norm Martian? Y'all's. You got to learn how to spell it, my man. Norm Marson, something SF reporter. I don't. Somebody might. Thank you, Derek. Woburn Roxbury Media. A Rolling Stone gathers no moss. He says collects no moss. With some of my snarky comments, surprised I haven't been thrown in Rusty's scrap bin. Happy travels and be safe traveling in the mid-Atlantic. Deer are the largest threat to drivers these days. Thank you, Woburn Roxbury. This is Derek Bridges, Coney Island baby. Okay. Derek Bridges, maps, duh, GPS, whatever. Anyway, well, Derek, you getting your licks in here. You got about 50 comments. Here's the one. Eileen Toole, another solution, need to start going to the senior center. Maybe you'll find a widow with a home looking for a charming man like you. It's time for number 4. No, it's not. No, that's why I ain't going to the senior center. I mean, it's like a rest home. I mean, even though I'm that age and I should just fit right in, I don't. No, I'm fine. I'll fix me a sandwich right here. Yes, Greg Prince says, Rusty, when they throw a big number like that at you, they're not wanting your business. Stay away from that bunch. Last one, Net P. Keep the motorhome. Thank you, Net P. What a finish. Yep, that's so true, dog. I got it set up. I got my TV there with a Chromecast on it. I got the Google Home device here. Hey, Google, how far is it to Mars?
Mars and Earth are currently about 130,290,000 miles apart. They follow elliptical orbits around the sun and the distance is constantly changing.
All right, it's good to know, I guess, if I was going to go to Mars. But anyway, guys, from Capitan, New Mexico, on a beautiful day, it's going to be, hey, Google, what's the weather forecast for Capitan, New Mexico?
Today in Capitan, it'll be partly cloudy, with a forecasted high of 91 and a low of 66.
That's not bad, because in Texas it's 105. But having said that, ladies and gentlemen, Thumbs up. Carpe diem. Carpe diem means seize the day in Latin. Carpe diem, adios, bye-bye. Buy anything you want anytime. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of all of my videos. Why? Doesn't cost you a penny. Just click on the link. Buy whatever you choose. Anyway, some of you are, some of you have. Thank you. And never worry about what you cannot change. Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day won't hurt you. It's good for you. It'll help you avoid gout, kidney stones, and it'll also help you lose weight because you'll be full of water and you will not want to eat so much as in snack. Okay? And the only way to lose weight and keep it off is what? Eat less. That's it, man. Get you a smaller plate. Believe it or not, those little things help. And then what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in really deep, hold it for a few seconds, and then breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress does what? Lowers your blood pressure. Is that good for you? Sure it is. Do it several times a day. And then what else? Stretch. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Swivel, swivel, swivel. Walk, walk, walk. Pedal, pedal, pedal. Exercise your body once or twice every single day. Why? Because you live longer. You may live longer, healthier because of that one thing. And then what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Do not let negative Nancy or negative Ned get inside of your head, okay? All those little neurons in there are forming neural links, which is every single thought you have. So add good ingredients, okay? Don't watch the news. News is all negative crap. You know it, I know it. Accentuate the positive, eliminate the negative, and enjoy your life one day or one moment at a time. You know what I mean? And what else? Adios. Carry on. Adios. Bye-bye. Hasta luego. Vaya con Dios. Aloha until the noon video, which will be, I have no clue. But yeah, enjoy your life the best you can, And I ask myself questions all the time, or not all the time, but sometimes during the day I'll say, Rusty, is there anything you could do to make this day or this moment more enjoyable? Most of the time I don't come up with anything, but every now and then I think I'll do this. You know what I mean? But anyway, adios amigos. Bye-bye.